Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills. We're in suburban Detroit, the home of the Pistons, where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. The Pistons hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. This game an interesting matchup for them, facing another middle-of-the-pack team. They're looking to take a step forward. This is the type of game that they've got to measure the progress with.
You know, for the Pistons, they've really battled this year to avoid the same fate they suffered last season when things got pretty ugly.
Well, you always want to turn things around after a bad year, and I think that's what this club has done. I mean, they're not the most talented team in the league, but they've, I think, performed admirably, and they've probably done exactly what they hoped to do when the season started.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Damian Lillard out there with Williams, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Anderson's shot is off. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Williams, a screen on Jennings. And Damian Lillard with the jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
Here's Caldwell Pope. They grab their own miss, trying to get open as Monroe. And that one's good. Drummond.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Lillard gets the screen from Williams. And again, Damian Lillard. Lillard's got 8 points.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Lillard against Jennings. Monroe sets a screen for Jennings. Kicks to Anderson. It's back to Jennings. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Pass to Anderson. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. 13 feet away. Can't hit. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, they were really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. I mean, the result wouldn't have looked anything like it did if they hadn't gotten so hot from long range.
You're exactly right. They were splashing home threes at an unbelievable rate.
Now here's Williams. Following the miss by Jennings. Here's Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Now here's Jennings. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah. There's the dish to Caldwell Pope. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Portland leading by 4. Lillard attacking. Outside Williams. Right side Williams. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Drummond with the block. Here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. So it's Detroit now. 4-point game. Tries from 10.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And it's Drummond missing.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Batum with the three. Good on the shot. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Now Jennings, averaging 13 points a contest. Monroe with a screen on Lillard. Deep two from Anderson. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
Right side, Williams. And Lillard gets double teamed. Williams kicks to Lopez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And as an 85% free throw shooter, his team has been able to count on him anytime he gets to the stripe.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Brandon Jennings.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Pistons trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Drummond dishes to Anderson from the baseline. And that one's good. Here's Lillard. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Williams sends a screen for Lillard. Outside Williams. Lopez a screen. Williams passes to Lopez. And blocked. And here's Anderson. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Monroe with a screen on Lopez. Back to Anderson. He dishes it to Augustine. Now the feed to Anderson. Rocket 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. The Trailblazers third.
That's been an amazing season for them from behind the arc. They've got some great shooters on that team.
The first one falls. A different look here for Detroit. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Drummond. Bellinelli comes in for Anderson. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Caldwell Pope. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now here's McCollum, averaging 8 points a game. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And Augustine kicks to Monroe. And the shot is good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Stolen by Monroe. Here's Stuckey. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kevin, let's look at the Trailblazers to see how they're doing ranking-wise in the NBA. First and lowest turnovers a game. Third in three-point shooting. And they also show up top 5 in team field goal percentage. That's excellent. Actually, that's elite level.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Outside Williams. Robinson sets a screen for Williams. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Now here is Augustine. He had 13 points in the win against Utah. Here's Seraphin. Can't hit from in close. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, despite that possession, something I've liked is that they've really been in control while getting out to this lead. They've kept the turnovers down.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Stuckey dishes to Bellinelli. And the pass to Augustine. To the inside. Here's Seraphin. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here's Cram. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Leonard with the screen on Stuckey. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at the Clippers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye. Just way behind.
You know, for the Trailblazers, it has not been the kind of season they had mapped out for themselves. Their sights were definitely set a little higher than what they've achieved.
Well, it's not been a total disaster, Clark. They're still perched in a spot where they can make a move, but they're going to have to do so pretty quickly.
Here's Bellinelli, averaging 9 points per contest. Stuckey against Williams. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Seraphin. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Outside Williams. Leonard sets a screen for Williams. Leonard, no luck.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Stuckey passes to Augustine. Here's Bellinelli. He's guarded by Williams. Monroe, no good. Here's McCollum. Nobody near Williams. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. At the end of one, a closely contested.